Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Sometimes Crypto, the unscripted crypto podcast.
Hey yo.
William is dying of laughter. It was a funny way for me. I had to get him to get ready for the pod. He was like, "Your mood throws me off today." I was like, "What?" I was like, "I didn't do anything."
Yo, this guy's just telling on me like that to the world.
No. He's good. He's present. He's here with us.
Oh my god, I can't stop laughing.
So, today has been an eventful day on Twitter.
Everywhere.
Lots of things going on.
He got arrested.
He finally got arrested.
Took a minute.
Took the longest minute.
Well, he's not arrested by U.S. custody. He's arrested in the Bahamas.
Oh, he's in the Bahamas?
Yeah.
And stays over there? Like he just...
Yeah, that's where the headquarters for FTX International was.
Oh, okay.
So they just had a penthouse that was like $50 million. I don't quote any of these numbers I'm throwing because I don't.
Mm-hmm.
They're both, not
approximately
real.
$15 million.
Nah, it's cap. It's probably, it might be, it might not be. I don't remember.
Okay,
But
a multi-million-dollar penthouse.
Well, 10 of them lived in there.
Okay. Or like a mansion.
A mansion penthouse, I think, yeah.
Okay.
Or it could be just a mansion. I don't remember. I might be getting twisted stories at this point. But yeah, something like that.
It was the 10 people who I believed all of them worked at FTX.
I lived in a fat mansion.
Yeah.
Or Alameda.
Together. They all worked for Alameda.
Or FTX.
Together. They're all the
You
same
know
thing.
what? It's kind of like it's kind of like what they were doing with assets. They were mingling. Maybe sometimes Alameda staff lived there, and then sometimes FTX, and sometimes it was both of them.
They liked mingling with
They
each
like
other.
mingling, they like moving funds like that.
Funds and... Yep. It was a crazy house, I bet.
Yeah.
Lots of things going on over there.
Whatever.
So he got arrested and he's still in the Bahamas? I thought they extradited him.
Not yet. U.S. is pushing for extradition to get him over here.
I see. So he didn't come over here for that congressional hearing.
No, he was never going to come.
Oh, he was never going to come.
Yeah,
Congressional hearing was over
Zoom.
Zoom.
Yeah, he was going to zoom in.
Oh, and so not that other one, Skype? Not Skype?
What's Skype?
Yeah, I don't know.
What is that?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure
Uvu?
out. Uvu? No. Okay, so it was a Zoom call.
Yes, it was a Zoom call that he was going to do. Well, the last thing he did yesterday before he got arrested was be on a Twitter space with Unusual Whales.
Unusual Whales got him on a...
Yo, they're the real ones who got him arrested. It was because of them, dog.
It was because of them?
Yeah, no.
I didn't have a chance to hear that one, but I think you did, right?
Of course they did.
You're like, yeah, I made the time for that.
No, it set off the reminder, and I was like,
I set the reminder for that. It didn't get, but that happens. Like for every Twitter space, it doesn't do it. I need to see what's up with that.
Yo, nothing you ever do works right.
It doesn't. It just I always set up the reminder for Twitter spaces, and I've never gotten a reminder.
It's your phone. It doesn't like you.
I might have. No, that's cap. I do have Twitter notifications on because I get your direct messages all the time. I don't reply to them, but I always get them.
Thank you. Thank you. I assumed. It's okay.
Yeah.
No biggies here. But where were we?
Oh, the Unusual Whales
Twitter space.
Yeah,
he went on there. He didn't answer anything like always.
Mm-hmm.
All he said was, I don't have the information. Last time I recall, the usual BS he's been
dodging. Like,
one of the guys even got a little hot and was like, started telling something. He goes, he said very calmly, he goes, if you want me to answer, I'll answer. But I don't appreciate your tone.
I don't appreciate.
I was kind of there, listening. I'm like, you kind of.
Sam said that.
Yeah, because the guy got hot.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of listening. I'm like, we're missing $8 billion, and you don't want someone to scream at you? Well, I'm glad. What do you mean?
Right.
You should be throwing hands. So, well, he said it in that Twitter space. He's like, oh, I'm thinking of beefing security, something of that nature.
He's thinking.
Better security, especially in the real world. He don't want to get jumped.
Yeah, I'm sure he would have had that by now.
Yeah. And then today it was a congressional hearing.
I actually have a comment on that safety thing.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, so I heard a while ago, a week or two ago, he released the funds for everyone in the Bahamas for wherever he's at, and he said his quote was oh, I don't know where I saw this, but I was like, oh, I didn't want to be on an island full of people that were angry at me, and I was like, that makes sense.
Are you sure that's a real thing he wrote? You think he tweeted that?
I don't think he tweeted that. I just remember seeing that somewhere. And I was
So what I heard for that was the attorney general, someone of that nature in the Bahamas, told him like to allow funds, or they did some agreement. That's what's going on.
the
like,
attorney general of the Bahamas.
something of that nature.
Oh, okay.
Like some
to
high authority
release the funds
to release funds for the people
of the Bahamas.
of that in the Bahamas. Yeah, since he was headquartered out of there.
Okay.
There's some, maybe not, maybe yes.
I mean, if I was the attorney general of the country, I'd be like, yo, if you still got money, give it to my people. It makes sense on that front.
Yeah, yeah.
But it also makes sense is like you're on an island with a bunch of people, like an island. You got nowhere to go. They could literally,
Well, he's gonna come to the U.S. now.
they could literally surround you. Yeah, the U.S. is gonna be so much worse, especially if he goes to New York.
Yeah, he's going to New York.
If he goes to
For
New York,
for wire fraud, lying to investors, a whole bunch of things have.
like Washington's a pretty spread out. Like DC, like I don't think there will be. I feel like it'll be easier for him to like get around in Washington D.C.
What do you mean get around?
Like get around, like move from point A to point B.
Why was he gonna be moving? He's arrested.
Yeah, but they still gotta transport him, and people are still mad.
Oh yeah, but he's not gonna,
Like you have to realize people get really hot when they lose their life savings.
yeah, but no one in the U.S. lost their life savings, or the majority of the U.S. didn't lose their life savings.
That is true. That is true.
The number that I heard in congressional hearing thrown around was like 2% of U.S. lost anything, like of funds. They don't know if that's an accurate number or whatever, but I do assume the same thing. It probably was like the least affected. Probably like the FTX International was like the most affected for sure.
Yeah, those are the one that.
So the U.S. They might not be as many mad.
As many people mad at him for.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure that in the crypto space, there's some people that use VPNs and like did that, like got around the whole. Like you were using.
Well,
I'm sure there's a handful of people that probably.
I know what,
but not many.
You know what's funny? For those handful of people, it's the first time you don't want to be the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah, that's the funny part. That is funny.
It was like you were.
It's like damn.
They looked at it like I'm ahead, and now they're like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I was protected the other way.
Yeah.
Well, either way,
that's typically what happens when it comes to like high risk, high reward like situations. Or like for high growth situations. If you're trying to grow fast, there's probably some risks or vulnerabilities that you're exposing yourself to.
Yeah, no, but I'm glad he got arrested.
Finally, dude. Like,
that's what I've been saying.
Like finally.
I'm waiting for the rest of them to get arrested.
Like,
all of them.
It's
so much
stuff.
So apparently they didn't have any stop loss.
No stop losses.
0.
They were just.
And they only had like.
Risking it for the biscuit.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And apparently there was an ability.
Was anyone there qualified to be in the positions that they were in?
I don't think so anymore.
It doesn't look like it.
Like at all. I think these were people literally on.
These are hot takes, though. Hot takes.
Why hot takes? No. I think they ran Wall Street bets for a minute, and they're just part of the gang.
They're just part.
They're just like 100 million moving now to Solana. Poof.
Dunk.
And they were like, buy it. And then when it got up, they sold. Damn, I said soul. Should have not said soul. It'd be what it be.
It'd be what it be.
But yeah, dude, wild situation. It just gets worse for them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised it hasn't been bad yet.
So what they're saying in the conference was how much like they're like, oh, we just keep on finding more like assets, which I'm very confused on.
What?
Yeah, I didn't get. They said that like, yeah, they go, oh yeah, we keep on finding more hard wallets, more keys, more everything to gain access. And I was just kind of paused. I was like, wait a minute, they didn't have a list of things.
They didn't have an inventory of this.
They didn't have an inventory of assets.
Yeah, they were using QuickBooks.
They were using QuickBooks. Isn't that what you use?
They're accounting, yeah, but I'm not
a $35 billion company. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But
an exchange company like that using QuickBooks
and they're just buying random stuff
as their accounting software is wild. I use QuickBooks and I'm still thinking about moving out of QuickBooks.
And you're a fraction of a $35 billion
company. A fraction of a fraction.
No,
honestly,
dude, it's like my only consensus was nothing there was ran like a company, and it was a scam. Not a scam. but there was intentions to do what they did. Like,
to
just make a stupid amount of money.
Yeah,
was their intention.
What they were doing was just
they're like
their goal. That was their goal.
Yeah.
What they did was their goal. They accomplished their goal.
Yeah, they're like, we want to be able to play with other people's money, YOLO it, and then keep on YOLO.
Have no repercussions if we lose it.
Yes. Well, that's what happened with FTX. So apparently FTX and Alameda, when Alameda would take a loan out, I forgot the loan number. It was like probably a couple million for sure. When they borrowed, apparently anytime Alameda's margin calls would get called, they would never call it. Mm-hmm. So Alameda would just like keep on borrowing their margin be losing. Like Alameda never paid back the majority of the loans
of their loans
back to FTX.
That's wild.
Like they just borrowed.
They just borrowed the money
and kept on fucking with it.
And FTX never was like, yo, you held any responsibility for Alameda.
Not because you didn't know, apparently.
That's cap, my G. That is cap.
You're telling me, yo, he keeps on saying he doesn't know, and I'm just like, how you?
Someone knows. They're probably sleeping right next to you in the other room in your apartment.
Yeah,
your apartment,
your mansion,
your mansion.
And if anything, since you guys were always doing, hot takes over there, there might have been no walls. It was just like everyone sleeping on the floor in one big congregation.
It was a hostel. At that point, it was a hostel, just a luxurious hostel.
A luxurious, man. What a wild situation. More history being made.
No, for the books.
We started. Great podcast start. Just hot takes.
Hot takes.
FTX.
SBF arrested.
Hey, man. Took long enough.
I've been saying for a minute. I was like, I don't know how he hasn't been indicted. Like, just too much stuff. And it's like clearly what's going on.
So part of that congressional hearing, there was
the one that you listened to.
The one that I listened to. I don't remember no one's name.
You don't remember?
They said like 10 people's name. I remember nobody's name. Mm-hmm. But I did listen to it all. Not all. I think I got it started. But at one point, one of the ladies asked about regulations and what to do in like the crypto space and how she was trying to explain
he said the same thing. It needs to be heavily regulated.
Yes, but not just that. Like the whole FTT situation, if they were allowed to create the coins or not, and everyone's like trying to blame the technology, or like,
who's everyone? What? Like the people
who don't understand. Well,
in Congress.
Well, this specific congresswoman and people who look at it as trading and not an asset will just look at the company and be like, oh, the cryptos themselves failed. People who don't understand that aspect and just look at what the company, they're like, oh, the company made mistakes, but it's crypto's fault. Mm-hmm. Versus the crypto people are like, oh, it's not crypto's fault.
It's the companies.
It's completely.
It's all on
the company.
FTX and Alameda.
Yeah.
And SBF and that other chick.
Exactly. But she said something in specific that it is what kind of like was like, that's not fair. She goes, oh, this pension fund lost like 90 million at the write-off in losses for the collapse of FTX. And I was like, okay, depending what you held, fair enough. However, if what they did was they bought the assets and just kept it there. This pension fund was in Canada, by the way. If you just bought the asset, assuming they bought 90 million worth of Bitcoin, and you just kept it on the exchange, that's not the exchange. Yes, it's the exchange's fault that you cannot access it, but that's your fault for leaving it there. Mm-hmm. You would have if you would have moved those funds out to what crypto's supposed to be in a either hot wallet, hard wallet, but for where you have ownership and access,
a non-custodial wallet.
A non-custodial wallet, you would have never had that problem. I think the lesson here is use crypto the way it's supposed to, and if you're not going to keep custody of your assets, then just be aware that if it's someone else's, it could go to zero.
Yeah.
Well,
it could go to zero, as in they might lose it.
Yeah.
Not the asset. The asset does have a risk of going to zero.
But that the company might lose access, or they might mess up.
Yeah, there's a higher likelihood. There's chances are, depending on the asset, there's a higher likelihood.
Oh no! But same as the stocks. Like if it had been a brokerage company for stocks, that they sell stocks, and the stocks company the exchange itself where they sell it on. It's like Robinhood goes bankrupt tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you have in Robinhood
That's it.
is
no longer
yours. It's filed under bankruptcy Chapter 11, just like the rest of them. So it's the same idea. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
You're telling me that his what he was gonna say, like his planned testimony to Congress, was leaked before his arrest.
Yeah, well, they were saying he leaked it to Forbes.
Oh, he leaked it to Forbes, yeah.
And then he got arrested last night, around like 7.
So it's funny how he wanted to start it. I don't know. Did you hear the beginning?
I didn't read it.
No, did you hear the beginning of this congressional hearing?
No.
No, you didn't hear the beginning. So the summary, like it goes, this is just the first 2 lines. I would like to start by formally stating under oath, I fucked up.
He didn't go to the congressional hearing. That's what he was going to say.
That's what he was gonna say. Yeah, just funny. Oh, he didn't go because he was arrested.
Yeah.
Oh, so they didn't like.
They didn't arrest him to go. They arrested him, and they didn't let him show up.
They didn't let him show up.
He was arrested in the Bahamas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought they arrested him and that they were gonna make sure that he showed up.
No, that's not what occurred.
So he didn't even show up to the congressional hearing.
No, because he got arrested in the Bahamas.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was meant to show up over Zoom.
Oh, okay.
And then they arrested him. So he didn't end up
So
going.
he didn't even go.
No.
I see now.
Yeah. That's when one of the other congressmen there was asked Ray, the current CEO that handled the Enron situation and all that, to restructure corporations and stuff like that. They asked him, the question was asked to Ray in the terms of, when you're dealing with Enron, what would you have done to have 6 hours of questioning by Congress to the CEO of Enron at that time? Would that have helped the situation? He goes, yes. It would have tremendously helped the situation.
Having him on a congressional hearing.
On a congressional, like, task him, like, to just grow him.
Just grow him. Just grow him.
And then he goes, the congressman goes, I find it kind of odd that the DOJ did not allow Sam Bankman-Fried to be here today for 6 hours to be grilled.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, it's quite, he didn't use the word peculiar. I'm going to use that word. He goes, it's quite peculiar that this occurred.
Yeah.
That he was supposed to be here. He said he was going to be here. And then you decide last minute to not let him be here, knowing that this would be a great moment to grow him and get more answers
and more
out
information out of him.
Especially under oath, meaning
Like
he would have to perjure himself.
Yeah, he would have to perjure himself.
And then that just makes it whatever add-on to whatever he already has.
That's crazy.
So that's a conspiracy theory all on its own now.
Which so this was said at the congressional hearing.
Yes.
This is like a congressman to the CEO.
Yes.
That's wild. That's funny.
Yeah.
He's even the people within government are like, yo, this is looking a little slimy.
I mean, so it kind of makes sense though.
Mm-hmm.
He did pay
a bunch of money
to
everyone. all of them.
I think the Congress people there might have gotten a little chunk change. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny. That's crazy.
So it does make sense that I think he's gonna get treated pretty well
in prison.
Yes,
pretty well. Like
he will be fine.
Oh, fine.
He's gonna be fine.
You think fine's the word?
Yeah.
Not like Epstein fine.
No.
No. I thought you were saying he was gonna.
Oh,
he's gonna get the Epstein treatment.
You mean iced out?
Iced.
I don't think he'll get iced out.
I mean, they didn't show him to Congress.
Yeah, but that's the DOJ. You're saying the DOJ's gonna ice him out? That's conspiratorial, dog.
It's conspiratorial.
Yeah, that's conspiratorial.
No, all I'm saying is that maybe the security guard falls asleep and all the cameras stop working at some point.
You know,
like what happened with Mr. Epstein, who was supposed to go on trial but never had the chance to.
Let's put our tinfoil hats on.
Let's
put our tinfoil hats on, and this is how you want to deal with this. Let's put our tinfoil hats on. I could see that. If you want to make that statement, I can see that how that's a plausible action. We did have those 3 other crypto hedge fund people die like 3 weeks apart, like X time frame apart from each other.
Yeah, millionaires.
Crypto millionaires. He was a billionaire.
Billion.
Which is, a lot of money's lost.
Mm-hmm.
As of right now, it's 8 billion, as reported, because they don't have a number for how much is lost.
They don't even have a number.
No,
That's wild.
because there's just so much like the fact that as of right now, what they said was we only have raw data. Like there's no like exact amount of information, a paper trail, nothing. There's only raw information, raw data. So they're like, we have to look through all of that to then start building pathways.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do a lot of forensics work for sure.
That's it.
Forensic accounting to the max.
So we had a topic for today. I have a perfect segue.
Let's get into it.
How could AI help us cipher through all that information?
How?
Yes. Because I'm assuming it's already being done like that to a degree.
Well,
it's not just a person that's going to probably be looking at that.
Well, yeah. So there's in accounting, there are certain like methods that people follow to find certain like behaviors that are obvious, that look fraudulent, that seem fraudulent. Like there's a correlation. I don't know it because I'm not a digital not digital accountant. I'm not a forensic accountant, but I do remember hearing about like there are like some type of like test that you could do where certain like sequences keep on coming back, and there's a like high correlation between those sequences and fraud. So there's like programs, AI probably to a degree. I wouldn't say this is AI. I'll just say this is more like a machine that recognizes certain information and spits it back out and like tells you if it's true or false. That looks for something that says this is consistent. This is consistent to previous fraud.
Well, I mean, like you can use AI to reconstruct like the raw metadata to create like how you could have done it.
Oh, how it would have been done?
Yeah, because they're looking for either the way they moved the funds from FTX to Alameda, or between all of them, or how they did steal the money. I think AI would be able to recreate that.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's very like broad. It seems very like circumstantial. Like, oh, how can I cipher funds out of a multi-billion-dollar company? Well, depends on what type of infrastructure that company has.
If they have it all, it would either do it a better way than they did it, or tell them exactly how they did it. That kind of happens now. The way that when they did one of these, they built a plane. I forgot what plane it was. The Blackhawk, not the Blackhawk. Damn it, the one from X-Men.
The plane from X-Men?
Yes.
I don't know.
It's a real plane.
Okay, I don't know what movie you're talking about. I don't remember a plane in X-Men. I don't think I've seen the X-Men movies in a minute. You're assuming I'm way too cultured for this right now.
You know what?
I only watch Marvel.
I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into this anymore.
I only watch Marvel.
I don't want to get into it anymore.
He's like this guy.
I'm not dealing with this guy right now.
I can't believe you said that.
We're all gonna get roasted. For you for not knowing X-Men and me for not remember the plane. I want you to remember that.
No, I think I've said a lot of roastable things already. I only watch Marvel.
Nah, most people would agree with you right now in the current climates of this situation. Yeah. They might not like Disney, but they still like Marvel. Yeah,
his entire testimony was leaked out to the Forbes. It's actually quite extensive. Oh my, this is really long. Like he goes into
everything, like a lot of stuff. Chapter 1, text messages, links, FTX's international jurisdictions, FTX US, breakdown of a pie chart of where everything's at. Yo, there's no way. I know it was the Blackbird. That's the plane I was talking about. The Blackbird? You said the Blackhawk before? Yes. Oh. I was close. You're close. Was the Blackhawk made up? No, the Blackhawk's the plane. The helicopter. The helicopter. Okay. So, what they do with the Blackbird and AI? Not AI. They use when they built it, they had a computer redesign it a couple years later with new technology and everything else, and the design of it did not change. The computer designed it the same way it designed the original. Mm-hmm. In that sense, like, just, things. If it's one way, it's one way. Yes. Okay. I don't know. Like I just AI is still very new technology, and it's
depending on how good that AI is, depends on.
I think you undershoot how good AI is.
No.
Or like,
AI is gonna be world changing. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think all AI is the same.
yeah, you don't think we're gonna use the picture filter to look through FTX's information to create it? No, you wouldn't use that. Obviously, my dude.
No.
This
No.
guy.
All right. So why is today's segue topic into AI?
Because we saw a bunch of people using cool pictures.
A bunch of people were posting.
Everyone I knew was posting these pictures.
Everyone. These pictures were pretty cool. Some of them are pretty cool. They just look like regular filters on some of them.
I didn't see a single one that looked like a regular filter.
No, there was a lot of cool ones. There was a couple. I was like, yeah, they just look like a filter. Like a.
Yeah, I think you're just a hater.
No.
I think you're just hating.
No. I've been using AI since before it was popular, dude.
When?
But for a minute.
When? What?
What?
Don't tell me Siri, because I've never seen you use Siri.
Siri? No, Bixby.
Yo, that guy sucks too. That guy sucks worse than Siri.
Yeah. Does he? I don't know. I never used Bixby.
I'm telling you, because I've never used him. I have an Android.
I never used Bixby and I got an Android. It's funny.
You know what I like using? Hey,
What?
Google.
Hey, Google.
Don't turn on Google.
It's funny.
That's my guy.
That's the guy. I love how they just said Google. They didn't give it like another name, like Alexa, Bixby, or Siri. Well, Siri's like, is Siri an acronym? I feel like Siri is an acronym.
I think they're all acronyms.
No, I doubt it. I'm gonna do it.
Go do the Google. Do the Brave search, because you don't use Google.
I do use Brave.
This guy. You support the little guy. He's reading.
Siri meanings. Siri meaning? What is Siri?
It looks like Siri does not have a meaning. I want you to know, I'd rather you not mumble into the microphone than mumble into this guy. The viewers don't like you because of that, not me. If I had headphones, I wouldn't.
No,
like
so there's made up acronyms for Siri. Service interface for real time information.
So it's just her name.
Just her name. Yeah. Google, just Google.
Fair enough.
It's pretty cool. That's like pretty hard.
The guy who came up with Google, how did he come up with that name?
That's a great question, William. I have no idea. Google. I feel like some names for these.
We use
companies-
Google as like an adverb,
Adjective.
a verb.
Verb.
It's an action. Google it.
Google it.
Yo, we need to go back to high school. We couldn't figure that one out real quick there.
Gotta know your vocabulary tools.
I'll say grammar, but okay.
I was gonna say your grammar.
But okay. I think that requires grammar, right?
Yeah. Grammatic.
I do more gooder.
Like do more good.
Jokes.
Google. No, I don't know about Google, but Google looks like it's running out of the rat race in a lot of different aspects. Specifically, this AI stuff. This AI stuff looks like it's gonna knock it out of the water.
I mean, Google uses AI, but just not the same level.
So, there's this AI software that came out recently that blew up, like overnight.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, ChatGPT 3.
What?
3.
What do you mean 3?
Because there's previous versions of it. This is
Oh,
the third-
yeah?
Yeah, this is the third version.
I didn't do all that research, and if
It's a
I'm
third-
honest with you, I played around with him better.
The third version.
I played around with GPT.
Yeah. It's cool stuff. I hope you greeted it as like when you first used it.
Negative.
Damn. And then you say I'm the one that underestimates.
No, because I know
I'm
I'm
trying to
gonna,
build a relationship with AI.
I just think I'm gonna die before they take over. So I'm cool.
They're not gonna take over.
I definitely.
We're
think
gonna
they
have a
might take over.
symbiotic relationship.
No, we not. Why would you think that? Why would AI want to be with us?
Because AI is gonna look for the.
We barely want to be with each other.
No, you barely want to be with me.
No,
That's a
not you. I
different
mean
story.
you. No, this guy is so self-centered. I wasn't talking about me and you. This guy.
That was funny.
No,
That was funny.
only you're laughing at your joke.
Yeah, because there's no one else in here. All right,
I'm just looking. If there was a camera, I'd just be looking into the camera.
Looking into the camera.
I want a camera just to look into the camera.
You'll get a camera just to look into the camera. Look,
I lost my train of thought now.
you said we barely want to be with each other.
I mean humans.
Yes, I know. I know that's what you meant.
I also don't want to.
Humans are social creatures. We actually don't like it when people reject us.
Yeah, but we reject each other.
Well, yeah, that's bound to happen.
Not the point of the story.
Okay, AI and humans will have a symbiotic relationship.
I don't agree. I think they're gonna be like, yo, these guys are annoying.
Mm-hmm.
They They don't produce much.
Look, worst case scenario,
We're slaves.
we're slaves. That's literally worst case scenario. And I'm pretty sure
Free
they'll
work.
come to realize that the best way to utilize these slaves would be
To pay them.
paying them. Yes.
Honestly, if
Keep them happy, and they'll be great at doing whatever the hell you want them to do.
honestly, this is a fact.
That's worst case scenario.
They'll be like, look, we produce money for them. We live. They do whatever we want, and we just let them have fun
Yeah.
and do it and kind of do whatever they want with rules.
Yeah. It's like a dog and its owner. We'd become the dogs. Damn. Train the dog to go fetch.
And the
But
dog
we'd be more capable than dogs.
But is your dog ever upset?
Not really, no. Only when I ignore her.
Exactly.
That's it.
And we don't even want the AI to look at us.
Yeah.
Because we want it
So
to bite.
we'll never be upset?
We'll never. Maybe being
You see?
enslaved by AI won't be too bad.
Maybe it won't be too bad.
Well, we wouldn't even be enslaved because they're paying us.
No.
And we'll get to use the money that we get paid.
It's the worst type of slavery. And the slavery when you're not even aware that you're a slave.
Damn. So maybe we are in a simulation at this point. Because I just thought about all that and I'm just like, you know what? This could be a simulation. We're doing the powering and this is...
We're just preparing it. AI's been controlling us since day one.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh my god. I'm so glad we put on our tinfoil hats earlier this episode.
This is such a tinfoil hat episode. That's the title. Tinfoil hat.
Tinfoil hat, not too bad. I already named the SBF arrested and the rise of AI.
Let us know what's the title when this comes out.
We'll see what the
title is when this comes out. I'm gonna see if I use my veto power.
That's funny.
I'm gonna see if I am the captain now.
I am. No, but yeah, I greeted myself when I was like, "Hi, how are you?" Like,
No, I literally the first thing I asked
and it says, "I'm not capable of emotions."
Neither are you.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm kidding.
No, he's not.
I was like, "Hi, nice to meet you. I'm looking forward to building our relationship. How are you? What how are you?" And then he's like, "Oh, thank you for checking in," or some shit like that. And he's like, "I'm just a AI bot meant to like help people find the information that they need." I was like, "Okay, cool." He's like, "Ask anything you want."
I'm glad you did all that. I'm glad you did that because it won't kill you.
It won't.
I'm gonna die. It's gonna kill me for sure.
Yeah, you reap what you sow.
I literally look. The first thing I do is I go, "What's BTC?" I did not hesitate. I asked it a question. I'm like, "Start working."
It's gonna be like this Bitcoin maximalist over here. Just
I was like, I wanted to explain because I wanted to explain it to me.
you want to see what it was like. What Yo, who are you? What you got for me? What you got?
Yeah, man, I'm be very honest. It answered
It probably, you know what happened? It was like, yo, this guy's down to business. He's like, this guy, he's like, I'm probably talking to another computer right now.
He knew it. It chat
it's a
knew.
pre-programmed list of questions that it's already knows what.
It was another AI.
It's another AI. Yeah, that's what it's thinking.
Dude, but I did ask it that, and the answer it gave was superior to like almost anything you could read. Like even Google's definition of it, you read the chat GPTs, and it's just like wow.
It's like legit stuff.
It's like if you were to someone explains it to you in 20 words.
20 words.
30 words.
In a tweet.
In a tweet.
Did you tweet it?
Should have tweeted it.
Should have tweeted it.
Tweeted it. I mean, the current description for this episode was written by this AI.
The description for this episode was written by AI.
It is.
Okay.
It will.
It will be.
The post, what's written in there was also AI.
ChatGPT has become our
I used
our personal writer.
That is a lie. Do not believe that man ever. If you look at any of that writing, you will know it's my garbage writing. I take pride in some. I take
pride in what I do.
And some of them I do take more pride than others. Some of them are kind of need work. But I did tell it to explain itself what it is because that's one of our posts coming up.
The guy knew what's up.
It knew exactly what it was. It does a better job explaining what it is than humans do explaining who they are.
Than humans do explaining who they are.
Ask someone what's a human, man.
It's self-aware.
It wouldn't even be able to get. You can ask two humans what's a human, and there'll be a variation.
Very different things.
Ask ChatGPT what it is. It'll be like.
Yeah. It'll be like, I am
So what's the future of AI?
What is the future of AI?
Yeah, apart from it in giving us money to do work.
AI is going to the health industry. It's going to figure out exactly what our genomic sequence is.
Why are you staring into my eyes?
We're gonna
like
give
that?
it a prompt to be like,
You want a camera behind me?
Fix. We're gonna put fix aging. Don't let us age ever.
What?
Stick at a 25 years old.
30.
30.
28.
28. 27.
27 and a half.
27 and a half. And keep us at our primal physical conditions. Physique.
Yeah, not primal.
Prime physique. Forever. CRISPR. Our DNA to do exactly that.
So you're gonna get your DNA changed so you can live forever?
No. I want love to experience the peaceful bliss of death.
Oh, okay. This guy. Wait.
I would love to die one day. Not right now. Just one day.
No. You will.
Yeah.
That's for certain.
Now, if they make a clone of me, upload my consciousness to that.
You see?
That's a
No.
different
I'd
story.
rather the clone die and I live.
Hell no. Hell no. No. No, let the clone be the one. Look, that's a contract that I don't know if I'm willing to accept for me, but I'll be willing to accept for another version of me.
I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know, man.
But
I'd rather be the one living. The clone could be dying.
be like, yeah, you die.
Hell
You
yeah.
die. Just because you don't want to die.
I'm cool with living.
I'm cool with living. It's a good time. It's a good time.
Honestly, if no like mass extinction, zombie apocalypse, flood of the world happens, we're chilling. We got it good, and we only get better. Why would you want that to end?
Why would you want it to end? Yeah. I don't know. There's still headaches day to day.
I want you to know we've already talked about AI.
No AI has been
No
talked
AI
about.
topic, bro. We're talking about AI and we're just
Hey,
enslaving us.
I just said AI is gonna change. Be used for healthcare. Absolutely. Like right now, it's being used to identify
But like how? Like you
Like-
mean identifying like
no,
diseases?
like right now, cancer.
What do you mean?
You give it CT scans of brains or like certain body parts,
Okay.
and it has a much better accuracy at determining whether something is
Cancerous
or not than like doctors. Like
Oh, damn. Because it could read like every little.
and it also has a backlog of information that's way bigger than any doctors.
Well, storage wise, right?
Yeah. So a doctor could only remember how something looks
10 times.
Yeah,
maybe.
for like whatever. I mean, they'll know, but they won't know as good as AI.
Not even close.
Yeah, like not even close. Like it's not. You can't compare.
The reason I like saying AI is gonna enslave us is because it is us with the ability of no need for sleep, doesn't get tired, and can always be processing and gathering more.
Mhm.
Where we have limits on all of that.
I mean, AI will have limits on all of that too.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it needs storage.
I think we're gonna solve that issue pretty
We're
quick.
gonna solve that issue first.
Everything's already on the cloud somehow. That means storage will just get smaller. Man. Storing will be.
You know, there's actually a maximum capacity of how much storage can be fit into a certain area.
What?
Yeah.
Repeat that for
There's a
layman's.
You put enough information in one spot, you could create a black hole.
I'm glad we put the tinfoil hats on. What does that wait? Let's go. Let's break this down now. You mean to tell me if we gather all the information we have, we can make a black hole? Or what are we trying to say here?
Yeah. So like, there's
What's this theory?
there's a storage capacity per square footage, like area based
In
off
existence?
per area.
Like
Yeah. Like it's like it's constrained
the physical limit of that we have.
by physics.
Okay.
Like actually.
I understand where we're going.
Yeah, so like right now we use like lasers to engrave. At least we're not right now. We have used lasers to engrave onto CDs information right now, but like CDs take up a certain amount of space, and it's only so much information can be stored on those CDs. Right now we have solid state drives. I'm not sure how those work. If I'm being honest, no clue how solid state drives work. I just know that they're not. There's no moving components like CDs.
No.
But the new innovation is storing on glass, information on glass.
What?
Yeah.
Storing on glass.
Yeah, so like USBs, like, but instead of being a USB, it's glass.
But that could break easier.
Yes, it is more fragile unless the glass is made of like sturdy material, like good glass.
And the glass is able to store more information.
More information than solid state drives, like a bunch more. But there's still a capacity. There's like a physical limit on how much storage, how much information can be located in one space.
So AI would just create a black hole.
No, maybe I don't know, William. I don't know. Look, if AI wants to transcend its physical capabilities,
Or just go to another planet.
another planet.
Yeah. So we're also thinking with the current technology we have. If you think 100 years out, right, to when we're gonna die, right, give or take, that there is our Type 1 civilization marker.
Yeah. Our grandchildren will be living in a Type 1 civilization.
Exactly. Meaning,
assuming we make it that far. Because the next 5 years look a little dirty.
Looks a little rough out here, but correct. But then after that, you have Type 2, which is like 1,000 years.
Yeah, it's much faster. It's much faster to reach Type 2 civilization than Type 1.
Yes, because we're only 100 years, but it took like an X absurd amount.
I don't think it'll be 1,000. I think it'll be more than that, but still.
No, because maybe you're right. Yeah. But the way I heard it was then 1,000 from 2 to 3 is like 100,000. So not the point. The point is in the change from 1 to 2, level 2 is being able to travel to other planets.
No, not even. That is part of it, but that's not even it.
No, yeah, level 2 is
complete solar dominance.
Dominance, yes.
Yeah, so it's not just
but that's the end result.
Yeah, so like traveling to other planets is like 1.1.
Nah, 1.3, dog.
Elon is trying to do it now. We're almost there, and we're not even Type 1.
So you think we're skipping ahead?
No, we are ensuring we're increasing our likelihood of getting to 1 if shit hits the fan here.
Fair enough.
Before we get there.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so interplanetary transportation is something that will definitely have to happen if humans want to proceed in like just the technological evolution. So AI will definitely be helping us do that.
So what I was thinking just now was, so AI is gonna get to the point where, you remember Jarvis? You should know Jarvis.
I know Jarvis. I watch Marvel.
Jarvis is AI.
Jarvis is AI.
A Jarvis, real life AI system that
decentralized Jarvis.
Okay, I like how we went here. Yes. Okay, sometimes crypto.
Yeah, sometimes crypto. Yeah, so
it's gonna live on Bitcoin.
It's gonna live on Bitcoin.
It's gonna live on Bitcoin.
Yeah, so absolutely. AI will. I don't know about Bitcoin, but AI.
That was a joke.
Yeah, AI will be blockchained.
That one, at least.
Yeah, the one that the global government decides to follow would be on blockchain.
On blockchain.
Yeah.
With his own specific. How would that? Okay.
I don't know how it'd work.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
My brain can't fathom that. That's really technical.
Hypothetical to a degree. Theoretical.
From a level 1 to 10, how exciting this conversation is to the audience?
How exciting?
Yes.
They'll be like, "Yo, what the heck are these people talking about?"
Yo, they're like, these people are going straight up conspiracies.
Nuts. Nutty. This is a nutty episode.
That's another.
It started based.
And they it went off rails.
Well, we put on the hats. we put on the hats.
Yo, when you said hot takes and conspiracy, I was like, tinfoil hat time.
Tinfoil hats. No, I mean, real world applications of AI would be self-driving cars,
which is already there.
Yeah, it's just like
it's getting there.
Yeah, it's getting there.
It's not perfect. So it's kind of the whole thing of, in the short term, how many humans we're gonna lose, like specifically self-driving cars, like how many reactions the AI may do wrong, versus it will not do it in the long term.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, there's also legal issues though.
What legal issues here?
Okay. So first, with what you're saying, on average, there's I don't know how many, but there's like a bunch of car accidents per year. But the second that there's one self-driving car that gets in a car accident, it's gonna be like, oh, self-driving cars are getting in car accidents.
Of course.
But as the increase of self-driving cars
increases.
Yeah, as self-driving cars increase
and the pool of information gets larger,
then there's going to be more self-driving car accidents.
Less.
No, there's going to be more because there's more cars out there. But here's the thing. Yeah, this is what I'm getting at. That's how people are going to see it. They're like, oh, all these self-driving cars are getting into accidents. Yeah, no shit, because there's a bunch of them now on the road. Now, does the overall number of accidents start to decrease? Very likely, yes.
Over time,
yes. Yes. As self-driving cars increase in population on the roads, the likelihood of accidents decreasing should be significant.
Yeah.
Legal implication. Self-driving car gets in an accident. Who's at fault? The driver or the car?
The driver.
Why?
Because as of right now, the cars are designed to. You still have to be aware of what's going on.
Correct. But the idea is for the car to be fully self-sufficient.
So doesn't that go into the point of if it is fully self-driving, the other cars are also somewhat connected in a similar network to where they'll be communicating, so they avoid it unless if something breaks, that'll be the main reason to cause an accident. Then wouldn't that be system failure? So it depends on what scope we're looking at it. Like the person's not driving at all.
Correct. So I think there's like a gradient that needs to be in place for this, where like as AI starts to get better for self-driving cars, the level of accountability has to shift from the driver to the system.
Yeah, but it's like Bitcoin. You can't blame Bitcoin for the price going down.
No, but you can blame Bitcoin if the security ever gets fucked up.
There's no one to reclaim. There's no one to go.
If the security there's no one.
For this, what you're talking about here, though, there is someone who falls back on.
Yes.
So you're gonna make the car company liable.
Well, they're the ones who are selling the product.
Then maybe you go back to driving.
No, no. Okay, so you
you
could go back to driving, and you will own all the risks associated with driving.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you start blaming the company, right?
Mm-hmm.
If whatever starts happening, I don't know.
Car accidents start to increase. Like you get in a car accident in a self-driving car.
Yeah, it fails.
Mm-hmm.
You have to look at what failed.
Yes.
If you're going to be putting all the blame on the company, then that car is no longer yours. Is also part of it.
Okay, look.
The current situation is you are the full owner. You are in full control of the vehicle.
That's what I'm saying. There should be a gradient, like as in over time, as the technology starts getting developed, and we start having some. There's a word for this in like legal terms, like precedents.
Yeah.
In things that happen, then the gradient could start moving, and we could find a place where it makes sense for it to be. Like yes, people want to own their cars. Because it's like you don't want to have a car that's not yours. Like you'd rather have it, right? But if the car is self-driving, then maybe to a degree the software company is the one who should be liable. However, this is your car. You're the one responsible for all the maintenance. If you're not making the maintenance, if you're not keeping up with maintenance.
Then at that point you have to analyze why it broke, though.
That's information that'll be easily accessible. Because these should be cars that are like fully integrated with all of its systems.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just there. This goes into like.
I don't want that. I cannot.
That's why I said there's a whole legal thing.
I'm glad I'm not going to be around for that world.
You absolutely will.
I will not.
That I feel like it's probably like the next 10 years thing.
What?
You're going to be seeing self-driving cars 10 years.
Yeah, but I'm going to have the option not to buy that car.
Yes. Yeah, you're not going to be forced to have a self-driving car.
There's going to be a point in time where that's not going to be an option.
Likely.
I'm not going to be around for that one.
That I can't say That makes sense.
Yeah, I meant it where it's going to be my only option.
Yeah, no. No.
Next 10 years,
you'll be able to drive your own car
till the day I die.
Till the day you die.
I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm dying driving my own car with the option of driving a Tesla.
Simply a Tesla.
Yeah, I don't need trust all these bozos with their self-driving cars. Crazy. OG number 1.
OG, the first one.
And he does rocket shit. What do you mean?
And he does rockets.
And he owns the Times Square.
What? He owns Times Square?
The Times Square.
The Times Square? What does that mean?
The town square. My bad.
The town square?
Yeah, the town square.
What town square?
Do you know what the town square is?
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
I said Elon owns the town square. I said Times Square, but the town square.
Mm-hmm.
You know what a town square is?
Mm-mm.
It's a square of old times. The town square was where everyone congregated whenever there was a presidential debate. Everything. He owns Twitter. That is the town square.
I figured that's what you're getting at. Yeah, I didn't realize it. I was like, the town square. I was like, what town square are you talking about? But then you started describing what a town square was. I was like, oh, I know what he's talking about. It's Twitter. Yeah, he does on Twitter now.
Yes,
he does on the town square.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you know what else AI can be used for?
It's gonna be used in finance.
Yeah.
Especially for market trends, market movement.
Mm-hmm.
You can already do that now. That it already has. They're already doing bots that chart and track market movements and make the prediction for you, and it goes. These are some possible outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
So you're inputting. Oh, what is a possibility of it going to $100, $200? Mm-hmm. It gives you a render of what that may be.
True.
So it just gets better over.
Yeah.
The more information you can feed it, the better it would get. And the bigger the pool of market trades that it's able to read, the more accurate it becomes. So yeah, I think the real advancements that you would see would be like Jarvis, like not Jarvis, but like Siri, Google, mm-hmm. the way it's
like personal assistants.
Personal assistant, it being more catered to you and mm-hmm. more user friendly, mm-hmm. like more responsive as well.
Oh, I think another thing that AI would be used for, I think it might actually be being used for this already. I saw these glasses that were made for people who are hearing impaired, deaf, and it reads the lips of the person that's talking to them, and displays subtitles in the glasses.
Oh, that's cool.
That's super cool. That's like super cool.
That's it. Yeah. That's right. AI is also video. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's a thing that you forget. Like, it's just supposed to do everything.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, these cars communicate via video.
Via video, infrared.
Yeah, right.
A few different. But yeah, no, you're right. You're right. No, I know it is. It's just a thing you forget. That's mm-hmm. a part of it. It's like, oh, it also has to do video. Mm-hmm. I forgot you can also register that. I mean, for the where was it? Oh, for FIFA, mm-hmm. the current World Cup, all the cameras. They had like 7-8 cameras that are all motion censored, like tracking, mm-hmm. and it has like 23 points that it tracks the players on. So that's how it follows it. That's all computer. It's all AI tracking the players, running back and forth and capturing the action. Mm-hmm. Argentina won today, by the way.
I know.
Let's go, Messi!
Down to the finals, the World Cup.
Tomorrow, is it tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow's France. Mm-hmm. Oh. Today's Tuesday, as always. Mm-hmm. December what? Today's December 13th.
Yeah. Day after the bend.
Oh, we haven't even talked about that.
No, we haven't talked about it.
We just had tinfoil hats on the entire episode. Tinfoil hats.
We had our first event yesterday. It went well, I think.
We don't know.
Yeah. I've been told people had a good time. We're excited.
But they could be lying.
Yeah, I mean, they could be sparing our feelings. I don't know. We might be hypercritical of ourselves. But
I know I am. I'm not saying you don't have to say we. I know I am.
But I would say it was an overall success. We got some people out there.
You couldn't do what more can you expect from something like that?
Yeah. First time we have no experience.
Zero. You never have you ever set something up like that?
Never set something like that.
It can only get better. I hope.
I could only get better. It's just consistency is the game. Consistency. Learn from whatever happened the last time and just see what you want to do different to see if you can improve outcome.
Yeah. So a few things mm-hmm. we're going to change.
Yeah.
Well, not change, add. Nothing changes. We just add more to the fire.
Add more information.
But it was definitely fun. We'll do it again.
Yeah. One thing that I heard was like maybe the address directions weren't super clear. Like very
just Google it. Just Google the name.
I mean, the address was on like the link, but I'm sure that it wasn't working out the way it was supposed to be.
Like I said, we'll just do more gooder.
Yeah, just get better. That's cool stuff.
It was interesting, different. It was different being on the hosting end, like being
like, oh, I organized this type.
Yeah.
Thing.
Then you maybe because it was a little less people than what we're used to, like in bigger events. Mm-hmm. It was like, oh, make sure that everyone's having a conversation of some sort.
Yeah, you wanted to like make sure like.
I want to make sure everyone was talking about something.
Yeah.
It don't matter what it was.
Don't matter about what. If it's
but I just think everybody had to be talking.
Everyone had to be talking. People typically talk though. No, but it was a good event. I'm glad we did that. I'm I'm definitely want to do more events in the future.
What do you mean? Want to do? There's another one scheduled for Monday. What Monday?
Monday, January 9th.
Monday, January 9th. We will be at the Bend again. Do they know that yet?
Yes.
Okay, no, I'm making sure.
Oh, the audience? No, they don't know.
The Bend.
Oh, the Bend. Yes, they do.
All right, then audience, you can know too. We'll start. We have to say it now.
Yeah, Monday, January 9th.
You'll see a flyer in the next couple of weeks.
not a couple weeks, a couple days probably.
No, you won't. You won't see a flyer next couple of days.
Why?
You'll probably see it beginning of the following.
Beginning of the following week.
The 30th, around that time frame. Not the 30th, like around that time frame.
Okay.
Not the act, like probably the beginning of the week of that week.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
That's what I meant.
In 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
In a couple weeks.
That's what I said.
According to possible.
You said a couple days. I said a couple weeks.
Yeah, he said a couple days.
Joe, he's like, words just matter so much.
Wait a minute, I haven't said that in ages.
Maybe you're right. I just take what you say to heart sometimes.
No.
But that's another event. It's fun.
Yeah, we might use some AI to schedule that one.
What
exactly? How?
This guy. I don't know how that works, man. No. I already know how crypto works sometimes.
I better know how crypto works. That's why we study and we have conversations and we host these events. So we could get the conversation rolling. Yeah. AI and crypto are definitely two technologies that are not going to be going anywhere anytime soon.
So back to that the congressional hearing.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things that one of the congressmen were closing on was that we were talking about these AI, solar batteries, all these other technologies that were promised are like starting to execute, and he was like, but crypto is not executing. It's just like he's like, I'm on my last like a thread of it. Do we like support this for innovation or like we just like screw it? I was just kind of like, what do you mean by that, bro? It's not. It is used.
It is being used. It's literally doing exactly what it said it was going to be doing.
I'm like, the crypto hasn't had. Very selective crypto have not had issues. It's
all
entities
that all the noise and all the other junk.
No, it's the entities that run them or try to use them and then just try to make a buck on it. Mm-hmm. Not just a buck, like a stupid, like $8 billion.
They make money, scam people millions.
Yeah, it's not. So that is more of. I don't think it was a scam either. I just think
FTX scandal.
I don't think it was a scam, but what I mean by that is, it's a scam in the sense of they lied to you, whatever, 100% wrong. Mm-hmm. I also don't think they wanted anyone to lose their money. I think their idea was to just get the biggest bag they can get.
They were very naive. Yes, I agree with that. I agree. They do seem very naive in what was going on and like how they were operating.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I don't think their goal
was to steal people's money. They did want people's money, but they also wanted to make sure that they had the opportunity to take it back, to get it back.
Yeah.
Not that they would just lose it. They didn't.
Exactly. And then once they realized things hit the fan, they're like, okay, I got no money. I'm going to cash a bag out. And that's when things go real sideways.
Mm-hmm. Ouch. Yeah. They popped their own bubble.
No. The bear market popped their bubble. then CZ ripped the table off, ripped the cord off. When you said, I'm going to move 500 million.
That's wild stuff.
Because that's kind of the point that everyone's saying is like, one way or another, the bubble was going to burst, either now or later, because you just can't keep up.
You can't.
And I think it goes back to it got out of hand when they started just to now understand that you guys cannot just print money.
Mm-hmm. You're not the government.
You're not the government. Exactly. You're not the government. You can't print endless amount of money.
You can't.
Nah, but they got what they deserved. Justice should come out at some point.
They haven't gotten what they deserve.
They're gonna.
They haven't gotten any of what they deserve.
Well, I mean, you're right. They also have no money.
Okay,
Sam got no money.
It's funny you say that.
Sam got no money.
Because Sam, in his leaked, what's it called? Testimony to Forbes, he goes, this is exactly what he says. I'm going to tell you. He's like, oh, fuck.
If he says they got money, I want them to have no money.
No. Today, I would be wrong to say that I have nothing. He goes, I have a living family, food on my plate. And he's like, but the last time I believe I don't know how last time.
He does that. He likes saying, I believe.
I believe he likes making it.
How much did he have, bro?
100K in it.
He did say that. That's a good amount of money.
It's more money than a lot of people have. Honestly, like shit, that's a lot of money.
I'm gonna be honest, man.
So yeah, he does got money.
They do got money. Never mind, dog. He still got money.
Well,
maybe not anymore. He got arrested, so that shit might get frozen.
Frozen.
Freeze.
Yeah.
No, what I do find crazy that they didn't freeze anything on an actual financial system that wasn't frozen. It should have been frozen immediately for all of them.
All bank accounts.
Anything bank related, frozen.
Froze.
Fudge. What a shit show.
Yeah.
No, but you're right. I take it back. They have not.
They haven't received anything.
They haven't received nothing.
They're just
all they received was a bubble popping.
They are probably mad stressed right now.
Oh, I don't think they're just mad. I think they're shitting themselves.
Yeah, they're like, oh, the anticipation of how bad they're gonna get screwed over is like,
maybe a couple years. By a couple, you know what I got? Like like 20.
William, I don't think he has that long.
Oh, I forgot tinfoil hat. He getting iced? No,
I don't think he's got that long.
I think if anyone gets iced, I ain't saying nobody's getting iced. Let's start there. I ain't putting no hate on nobody. The CEO of Alameda.
Oh yeah, her.
She's the one who's moving the funds. Yes, Sam Bankman-Fried authorized it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
She was the one She was the one YOLOing at the other end of it. They're all like, you know what I mean?
They're all there. Yo, these people are crazy. Wild.
Because they were not just
I don't know. Like
you YOLO 1,000, 2,000. They're YOLOing $1 million, $2 million.
Like I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to do that.
Apparently, they owned like a stupid amount of Robinhood stock.
Of Robinhood stock?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. I heard that though. Guys, I don't remember numbers right now.
That's funny.
But a stupid amount. It was. Dude, you know what? Tinfoil hat on. You might be right. Tinfoil hat on. You might be right, Doug. There's a lot of people who got upset, and you don't know who the big players are.
I don't know. I just know there's a lot of money. A lot of money, and a lot of money went to places that looks like it's dangerous places to be putting money in.
They moved so much amount of assets. Assume they didn't even actually buy the assets and they just got the dollars.
Mm-hmm.
A stupid amount.
Yeah.
Like from FTX holders.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's definitely fraud.
Hella fraud.
Lying
to investors.
Like just breaching contracts. Like the contract said we will not.
So not just that. Also misspending. Paying off politicians.
I don't think that's a crime.
Oh no, you're right. Everyone does it. You're right. Everyone does it. Yeah, no, you're right. No, everybody do that.
I don't think it's a crime. It's crazy. It's wild. Honestly, I'm at a loss for words. We've talked about FTX so much. It's so hard not to. Every time we're about to get on this pod,
he does something else. I just like, dude, shut the fuck up.
It gets the fire rolling again.
Dude, what a shit show.
It's crazy.
All right, time to close out.
Yeah, we could close it up. Follow our Instagram. Sometimes.
Oh yeah, follow our Instagram, our Twitter page.
SC_AGS.
Correct.
Our YouTube page.
We might start tweeting more. Everything's gonna get ramped up next year.
Yeah, next year.
Just get ready for the beginning of next year.
Get ready.
We'll talk more about that in the next coming up podcast.
Something like that. Wait. I think we said something last time that we didn't acknowledge. We were like, we'll get back to you. It was the next Bitcoin happening. I don't know if it was last episode. I'm pretty sure it was last episode. Maybe an episode before that. The next Bitcoin happening, as of today, as of this recording, is going to be in approximately 1 year, 100 days, 10 hours, and 30 minutes.
Okay.
It's predicted to occur on March 23rd, 2024.
Let's see how that goes. Let's see that price movement.
Yep.
Make a prediction. Fuck it.
Prediction for that happening?
For the happening. Price.
Price? 52K.
What?
For right when the happening happens.
Oh, I mean, what's going to be our peak?
Oh, peak? 120.
Ooh.
120. That was my prediction last bull cycle. I was off by half.
Yes. 150.
150. Let's see.
What else? I was gonna say something but forgot. It was promotional.
Promotional?
For ourselves.
Always. For ourselves? Instagram, YouTube, Twitter.
Oh, we're coming up to Christmas time, so we may have to bank one. so it won't be fresh recorded.
What? Okay.
Hey man, it's good to let people know.
I didn't know that was promotional.
It is. No, but it's informing. It's transparency.
Disclosure.
It's transparency.
Disclosure.
If I don't say it now, they're gonna hear it then.
Yeah.
Now you're prepared, or you can just cut it out. It don't matter. It's been another week of your favorite podcast. Well, your favorite
crypto podcast.
Yeah.
Sometimes crypto.
What?
Sometimes crypto. Your favorite crypto podcast. Sometimes crypto. The Unscripted Crypto Podcast.
I see.
Come on, William. Let's go.
Okay. Let's go.